This video is designed to be used by educators to assist in teaching young children to skip. Allowing children to move their bodies and learn through doing is the best way to provide children with a concrete experience. Skipping is a great skill that promotes balance, timing, coordination, and agility. It is a closed activity that can be performed indoors or outdoors in a predictable environment. Skipping encourages growth of multiple dimensions, such as gross motor skills, stability, and locomotor development. When teaching children a new skill, it is vital for educators to make the activity fun to encourage curiosity and persistence while keeping children engaged. To assist in keeping children engaged, educators should use simple and direct verbal instruction, including smaller steps that can be built upon. There is a clear positive link between motor activity and cognitive development, encouraging the Australian Curriculum Assessment and Reporting Authority to include health and physical education within the curriculum. Skipping meets areas of the curriculum by encouraging children to move their bodies and understanding these movements. The requirements of performing locomotor skills in any direction from one point to another, creating movement without equipment and responding with movement to music and words can be achieved, providing children with fundamental movement skills and movement sequences using different body parts. Skipping also provides the opportunity for children to move at different speeds and in different directions, which covers the curriculum requirement of identifying and describing how their bodies move in relation to effort, space, time, objects, and people. It is important to explain to children the rules at the beginning of the exercise, such as not running into each other and to be listening carefully at all times. This is not just to satisfy the curriculum requirement of following rules when participating in physical activities, but more to ensure the safety of all children and staff. It is essential for educators to ensure the area that they choose to teach skipping in has enough space for all children to spread out and ensure there is plenty of level ground. Once you have gotten the children to spread out, ask them all to stand or balance on one foot. Children tend to have a side that they favour more than the other. As skipping requires the use of both legs evenly, it is then important to ask the children to swap legs and balance. It is important that you encourage children to stand up strong and make sure that their posture is straight. Children need to be able to hop before they can skip. Ask children to stand on one foot and hop. Children again will use their favoured foot, so it is important to instruct children to change their feet and hop on the other leg. Encourage children to push off and land on the balls of their feet. As children learn at all different rates, some children will be very confident during the exercise, as others will need more practice. It is important at this point to include a lot of positive reinforcement to keep children persistent and engaged. Allow the children some time to practice hopping on each foot. New skills are learnt by repeating them and creating motor patterns which allow for movements to become faster, more precise, and allows additional information to be consciously absorbed. Get the children to all stand in a line, spread out and facing the same direction. Ask children to hop 4 or 5 times forward in a straight line and get them to walk back to the start line and repeat again with their other foot. Again, it is important to provide children with the opportunity to practice hopping between point A and B and encouraging the children to keep swapping the legs that they are hopping on. Explain to children the act of skipping broken down into steps by using the rhyme step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Describe the steps as stepping onto one foot, hopping on that foot before stepping to the next foot and then hopping on the foot that they just stepped onto. It may be helpful to show the children a video of someone doing step, hop, or by showing the children yourself doing it. Allow time for the children to hop step between 2 points and encourage the children to speed up as they get more confident. It is important as an educator to focus on the journey the children have been through on learning to skip rather than the delivery of the actual skipping. As children become more confident with skipping, encourage them to skip faster by chanting hop, step at a quicker pace. You could also introduce music to the group and let them skip to the music. It is very important to remember that after one session, all children may not be able to skip, and it is important to allow the children to have more guided practice